down the chicane onto the grid, which is headed by James McLachlan. Matthew Bett alongside. Second row, Lee Morgan. Next to him is Dan Clues. Alok Iyengar fifth, with Michael Watton, the club class poleman, sixth. Then Jonathan Packer and Paul Butcher. Richard Moorcroft and Benjamin Spurge on row 5. Sixth row, Rob Sale and Adam Walker, with Barry Armstrong completing the 13-strong grid here for our last race of the year, round 14 of the 2012 BRSCC Formula Jedi Championship. Drivers can ditch their worst 2 scores, and there's a problem for 99 Michael Watton, the club class champion. It's going to be a non-start for him in the last race of the season, but it's the ex-Caterham racer James McLachlan who got it on pole. He's looking to join the championship full-time next year. Can he get away well with Matthew Bett alongside? A little bit of creeping from Matthew Bett, but I don't think he gained a huge advantage from that. Good to see what the officials make of it, but look at coming through is Dan Clues into Redgate. There definitely wasn't an advantage for Matthew Bett because he's back in second place, and Dan Clues takes up the lead. Alok Iyengar is off onto the dirt, got, I think, forced onto the mud a little bit there, and he's down in 5th position, so well, pretty much equal to where he started, but it's Dan Clues leading. Matthew Bett having a look up the inside. James McLachlan in 3rd. Quite a culture shock, I would imagine, coming through from Caterham's into Slicks and Wings single-seaters. You've heard the drivers saying how much they enjoy it, and now a chance for a lot of people that maybe haven't seen this sort of racing before on TV to say, oh, I quite fancy having a go at that. It is very cost effective, and for the speeds you get, you know, it's on par, if not faster than Formula Renault or Club Formula 3. And these little cars very good indeed, and we've got a challenge on for 3rd place now. Coming up the inside is Lee Morgan. Lee Morgan is James McLachlan coming into the chicane. Well, we can forgive the newcomer that, but I'll tell you what, if he's back next year, seeing the pace that he's had in qualifying, James McLachlan is going to be a force to reckon with for sure. He's back in 4th at the moment. There's some changes going on behind. A lot seems to be dropping back as well as they go into Redgate corner. And it's still Dan Clues leading from Matthew Bett in 2nd position. Off goes Benjamin Spurge, the club class racer, qualified 2nd in the club class, and he's running equal 4th in the championship with Rob Sale. So now up front we've got Matthew Bett in front, who's managed to pass Dan Clues. Dan's now down to 3rd place and coming under attention from James McLachlan. Lee Morgan from 3rd on the grid is up to 2nd. Lee, of course, won round 13, or 12A for those of you that are superstitious. That's his first win in Jedi yesterday. And today's racing's been a little bit delayed by fog early on, but you can see everything clear now, and this is a superb piece of action here. Look how close these cars are. Now, many of you will probably be wondering where the name Richard Mitchum is. Well, he doesn't need to do this round because he'll count them as his drop scores, but he'll finish the season on 425 points. But we've still very much got the battle for 2nd place at the moment. Matthew Bett, the race leader, and there's a problem for Dan Clues. Dan Clues has got a problem and drops back. I think he might go into retirement. Now, the car in the lead at the moment is 2nd in the championship, so Matthew Bett on 261 points. 3rd is Lee Morgan, the man behind him, on 243. So if Lee can overtake him, he's not actually going to necessarily benefit points-wise. He will from a pride point of view. Lee Morgan, who has had 1 podium coming into this meeting, and took his first win in the first race, so that's a big milestone for him. But it's Matthew Bett who is there, who's had 6 podia plus another one in race 1 today, and he's coming under pressure, and looking down the inside goes Lee Morgan. Lee Morgan goes through. Well, he's got the habit of getting up into the lead, and is he going to make winning a habit now? James McLachlan's still there in 3rd place, not too far behind, and this is the view from Adam Walker. Onboard camera, a little bit askew, and he's looking down the inside of the number 10 car. That's Rob Sale, ex-club class champion, top runner on the short ovals. Many of the drivers came up through karting, and Rob, a 2nd generation driver who did Grand Prix midget racing, single-seater cars, open-wheel cars on quarter-mile short ovals, bags of experience, bags of talent. Not so much money in the bank, which is why he's decided to come and race this cost-effective formula. Now this is Adam Walker looking to try and go past. And Walker's through. Now remember, Adam Walker's running in a current spec engine. Rob Sale in the older engine class, car number 10. So he probably might have expected Rob to lose the place there. But Rob comes from Kings Lynn, very much a racing family. His dad Harry, a multi-champion on the short tracks. His brother David's raced as well, ably helped by mum Anne, who I know will be watching this coverage, and they thoroughly enjoy their racing in Jedi. So this one panning out pretty well at the moment. Richard Moorcroft in the mix at the moment, ahead of Adam Walker. And Rob Sale down behind them, as we said, the former club class champion. Adam's camera still a little bit askew, and that's due to the forces that are exerted on the cars. Adam comes from Leeds, self-prepared car, as indeed most of these are. As we go back to the front, Lee Morgan getting you bet in second. James McLachlan closing up. There he is in 18. Thoroughly enjoying his switch over from sports car racing. And I tell you what, he's having a good go for second place here. I wonder if he's going to be able to do it. Out of Coppice and down the exhibition straight. When he started on pole position, we know he's got the speed. And now he's learning all about Jedi racecraft. He's going to have a look. He's coming out of the slipstream. Might be a little bit too far back as they come into the chicane. Back in fourth place at the moment's Paul Butcher. Just saw the orange and purple car in the background as Lee Morgan goes up across the line. There is Butcher. Also making progress through the field is Barry Armstrong, car number 5 from the back of the field. So it's been a good drive from Barry. And cracking stuff from James McLachlan. The battle for second still on, and Alok Iyengar's off. A dismal weekend for him, suspension failure yesterday, and he's in the gravel here. So it looks like his chances of reclaiming second in the championship are out with him in the gravel. Back with the race leader, Lee Morgan, still ahead of Matthew Bett in second. James McLachlan in third. Join us after the break for the conclusion.
Phone, mobile site, Facebook or through our website. No one.
To Donington, round 14 of the BRSCC Formula Jedi Championship for 2012, and we're focused on the race for second position here. At the moment it's Matthew Bett. He is second position rather, coming into the championship and coming under pressure from newcomer James McLachlan as we go back down the order. Car number 14, Adam Walker. Back with the race leader though, Lee Morgan won yesterday's race and he's getting away, and here comes James McLachlan looking down the inside line. A very, very serious challenge there as he went into Redgate, looked at the inside line, carries a little bit of speed on the exit. That might give him a better run, maybe down through the Craner curves and into the old hairpin. Well, he's lost a little